Hey, ladies, welcome back. Hopefully, you've had a moment to process Ashley's last session and had an opportunity to, like I said, get your cup of Hustle Blends coffee. But we are super excited to have Miss Darlene here with us to talk to us about how to have positive vibes and just really change our mindset that we have in 2020. Because we were just chatting before going live that it is some heavy stuff going on right now. So I definitely felt the need and wanted to lean on Darlene because she is an expert at this of really just making sure that we have positive vibes and keeping our mindset in check. So welcome to Inspire You Fest.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us about who you are, what do you do, and what is all of this that we keep saying about making sure we have positive vibes only?
Again, my name is Darlene Johnson. I am co-owner of Her Secret Garden, V-Steam and Spa located in Frisco, Texas. And so I'm lots of things. I'm a licensed esthetician. I've been an esthetician for 17 years. I am a womb wellness practitioner where I do yoni steaming, herbal healing. I'm an herbalist. I'm an accountant. I got a lot going on, but ultimately my passion is women's wellness. And so that's kind of the road that I'm on with Her Secret Garden is just creating a space for women to be able to heal naturally through herbs, through meditation, through prayer, just having a community of women who want to see you, just grow and be amazing and beautiful and positive. It's a place of positivity. It's a place of just sisterhood.
I love it. So tell us a little bit about what do you mean by womb healing?
So womb healing, because we are women, we have wombs, right? And our womb is this space that when you think of womb, you think of child, having a child, right? But our wombs are so much more than that. As women, naturally, we hold any trauma or just any stress, anxiety, depression, rejection, all of those things. We hold those things in our womb. And then they manifest in fibroids and cysts and endometriosis and infertility. There's so many different ways that they manifest, even, taking birth control. And I always use myself as an example. I was on birth control when I was 15 years
Yeah.
old. And I got off of birth control when I was 37, right? So my body had been taking on all these synthetic hormones for 20 years, you know? And we're never taught what happens after you get off or what happens, 20 years after you're on, synthetic hormones or all these things. And so now, I'm dealing with fibroids and different things like that. And in my opinion, that's kind of one of the reasons why. And so, womb wellness is very large. Like it's not, I can't put it in a box, but as women, it's such a spiritual journey for us. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to heal the womb through herbs, through meditation, through chakra balancing, and just getting us to a place where we are so comfortable with ourselves and so in love with ourselves that we put ourselves first.
Which I think is so important. Part of the thing with Inspire You Fest is not only to encourage and to inspire women, but also to make us do what you just said. We have to start putting ourselves first because we're always thinking about, what we have to do for the family, what we have to do for the kids, for the community, at work, all the different roles that we play. And sometimes we do forget to put ourselves first. So tell us a little bit about like, okay, we hear positive vibes and we see, people talking about like you need to meditate or pray or both or whatever it is that it takes to get yourself in the right mental space. What does that look like for you? And what are some things that ladies can start doing today to get themselves in a better mindset?
Yes. So to me, I think that prayer and meditation go hand in hand.
I
When we pray, we take our petitions to the Most High. We're saying, be with us, help us. grow us, protect us, heal us, whatever, our petition is, we're taking to him. But then when you meditate, that's kind of like your quiet time so that you can hear his voice and you know what to do. It also will kind of dim the other voices and the distractions that are going on in your life when you're able to meditate. And so that's why I think it's so hard for a lot of people to meditate, is because we have so many voices in our head. We have so much going on. It's the thing to be busy and to have two phones and to do this and to do that. And so there's so many distractions in our lives that we actually can't even hear God's voice because there's so many other voices in our lives. And so to me, that's what meditation is. It's that quiet time where I truly just get to, listen to my own voice, because there is God in me, and then also hear from him. And so that's kind of what I do. I pray in the morning. I try to meditate at night. And then I got into chakras when I got into Her Secret Garden, because as women, we have a chakra in our womb, and it's our sacral chakra. And your sacral chakra is in charge of sensuality and creativity and expression and sensuality, sexuality. And so it was so important for me to learn more and more about the chakras, because it directly affected my business and it directly affected the women that I was serving. And so for me, prayer, meditation, reading, just increasing my knowledge on my body, just as a whole, mind, body, and spirit, so that I can understand myself better, so that I can help others.
So let's take a step back, because there may be a few ladies on here that's like, okay, what's a chakra? What is that? Can you explain? Maybe we've seen it before. I'm sure we've heard of it, but give us a little bit more of a definition of it. Exactly what is a chakra?
So our chakras, and is an Indian or a Sanskrit word. And so your chakras are your energy centers in your body. So it's what kind of propels energy. Chakra means wheels, right? So it's the wheels in our bodies that are energy, spiritual energy. It's not anything physical that you can see, but it kind of puts everything together, the physical, the spiritual, the emotional together in our bodies, so that we can function, pretty much.
Wow. So if one of the ladies who's listening today is like, okay, I need to realign my mind, body, and my soul outside of visiting you at Her Secret Garden, what can she do today to get herself in a better mindset and have positive vibes?
Um, Forgiving herself, you know,
Mhm.
just I think the thing with us is that we hold on to not only our issues and our pain, but we also hold on to everyone else's, our husbands, our partners, our children, our parents. And for us, just letting go. I made a post on Facebook the other day, and I just said I was so tired of being the strong Black woman. And that's what so many of us are dealing with, is that title, strong Black woman. Like, we always have to be strong. We always have to hold on to everything and everyone. We always have to hold everything together. And I just decided on that day that I didn't want that title anymore, and that I was going to put down my cape. Actually, I burned my cape. And that just isn't my life anymore,
Yeah.
and I just feel like that's the first thing that we have to do as women, is just totally forgive ourselves for the neglect that we placed on ourselves, and not putting ourselves first, not putting our healing first, not putting loving ourselves first and taking care of ourselves first. And so I think for any woman who is on this journey, is on this spiritual journey, is on a healing journey, first and foremost, just look in the mirror and know that you are enough, and that you are beautiful and wonderful, and that anything that you want in this life, in this world, you can have. But you have to forgive yourself first, and then start from that day, start fresh from day one, and look in the mirror and realize that we have no control. I mean, just look at everything that's going on right now, right? We literally have no control, right? So we can sit back, we can enjoy this wonderful life, this blessed life, this wonderful opportunity that we get here on earth, to love on one another, to learn from one another, to collaborate with one another. And so I just feel like, as your first step, you got to be willing to be open to the healing process, opening up, yourself to spirituality and learning about spirituality and learning about yourself, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and putting yourself first and being okay with that, not feeling guilty about that.
Man, you said so much in that short time, about burning your cape and making sure that you forgive yourself, because sometimes I think we do put a lot of pressure on ourselves to just be excellent at everything, and we forget that we're not perfect. And sometimes we're trying to move in that motion of being perfect, and it becomes an issue. So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about what's the experience that you gain at Her Secret Garden. So if I'm interested in coming and visiting, not only about getting my mindset together, but it sounds like in Her Secret Garden, you're looking at from head to toe and getting the woman in order all the way around. So what does that experience look like? Exactly what type of services do you offer?
So at Her Secret Garden, I just try to create a tranquil environment, an environment that, positive vibes, that you come in, you feel comfortable and confident with discussing your life and, what's going on with me, a stranger that you've never met. But our services are vaginal steaming. So vaginal steaming is wonderful to help heal the womb. It's wonderful to help heal and treat just common women issues that we have. And it's using steam and herbs to actually treat different issues that we have in the womb. Like I said before, anything from fibroids to PMS, you can get help with vaginal steaming and a certain herbal blend. And so when you come into Her Secret Garden, you can get that. We also do, like I said, I'm an esthetician, so we also have skincare services and hair removal services, all natural sugaring. And then also I am training now other young ladies on how to be vaginal steam facilitators or womb wellness practitioners as well, all over the United States. I have an online training program via Zoom, and I'm hosting trainings once a month to do that as well. We also have our own feminine care product line, all natural plant-based feminine care product line, and it includes a yoni wash, our clean cookie. We have our fresh cookie, which is a pH balancing spray. We also have our happy yoni, which is a yoni oil. It's a moisturizing, nourishing, healing yoni oil. And then we have a lot of other products that we are coming out with by the end of the year. So that's kind of what to expect if you come into Her Secret Garden. Like I said, I try to treat every woman that walks through the door as my sister, and just try to really listen to what she has to say and what she's going through, and really give her options and healing choices that she can use.
Love it, love it. Well, ladies, do you hear feedback?
No.
Okay, just want to make sure. So one of the ladies asked, how do you stay in control of your positiveness and when negative distractions are just shooting at you constantly? So this is a great question, because even as recent as, this week, we've experienced, unfortunately, another Black man being shot by the police. And I think that this question is so fitting, because on one day he was shot by the police and we saw it on video, and the next day, we had to get up, we had to continue to be moms, wives, take care of ourselves individually, go to work, and act like nothing happened. So how do you continue to control being positive when there's so many negative distractions?
Well, again, I think it's about control. A lot of work that I do for just personally for me is on my ego, and knowing that ultimately God is in control. Everything that we do, everything that happens, He's in control. And even though we don't understand it, there is a meaning behind everything that we see. And I think that 2020 has really opened our eyes to not only, police brutality, racial injustice, government control. I mean, the conspiracy theories are just raining right from the heavens right now, but it's just so much going on. And even, as recent as yesterday with Chadwick, the Black Panther guy, that's just so sad. But and then Kobe, so it's Black Mamba, Black Panther, Black people, police brutality. Like there's so much going on in the atmosphere And so ultimately for me, staying positive is just about staying on my path. I know what I'm here to do. I know that I'm a healer. I know that I'm an empath. I know that the women that I touch, they look to me, you know, for healing and for guidance. I know that I love to introduce, you know, people and do make sure that people are connected. You know, I think me and Sabeina, we met networking, I believe. But
Yeah.
then, you know, I sent people to her. She sent people to me. Like I know what I'm here to do, right? And so knowing that, that keeps me positive, because you're always going to have distractions. There's always going to be death. Life is about seasons, and so what you really have to do is learning how to be grateful in the season that you're in. And so to me, I can be positive because I'm just grateful in this season. I'm just grateful at this day. You know, August 29th, I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful that my eyes opened and my daughter's healthy and life is good, right? I'm healthy. I have my health. I have my family. And so that's those things that keep me positive and keep me going on a daily basis. Just being grateful, you know, just being grateful for where I am. And knowing that, you know, God has a plan for me just like he has a plan for everybody else. But it's so important for us to really be working and functioning at this point in our passion. And I think
That
we've
is
seen
so
that time and time and time again. Again, Kobe, Chadwick, Cece, the six-figure chick. You know,
true.
there's so many people that are being magnified right now to really show us that if you got to be working in your passion and doing what God has placed you on this earth to do.
That is so true. Man, you have dropped so many gems in this 15 minutes that we've been on. I definitely appreciate it. And it looks like the ladies are loving it. So tell us, how did you pivot during COVID? And the reason I ask that, and I'm going to ask everyone who I talk to today that question, is COVID for some of us is the first time that we've seen any type of like impact to the world, not only to our individual lives, but it has really just changed the world and changed how we do things. You know, we're walking around with face masks on and gloves, and you have a plastic shield between you and the person who, you know, checking out your groceries. Just things are so different.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's impacting the world on such a large scale, you know it's impacting those of us who are trying to start and run a business. So how did COVID impact your business and how did you pivot?
Yes. So first, I just want to say, you know, I wear a smile every day, but honey, when we went on quarantine, I was crawled up in a ball on the
In the
couch
fetal position?
in the fetal position for the first 2 weeks. Like, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute. My whole business is shut down. Like, I'm a service-based business. What am I going to do? Right. And, but during that time, you know, I really just felt like there's this transition going on. There's something going on. Right. And so my pivot was, I don't have to touch people every day to touch people every day. I have an online store. I needed to get on there. I needed to make sure my products were stocked, and I needed to start advertising more and putting myself out there. When you guys think about Her Secret Garden, I wanted you guys to think about, you know, the feminine care products and the online store and the online training and all those things. And so I had to really just check myself, I think. And that was my pivot, was my online store did the best it has done since I've had it during the quarantine. And so that
Yeah.
was my pick. That was like, Darlene, come on, man. This is what you have and your passion behind it. That's why you're here. And so it just made me go harder, you know, and have more of an online presence. I know that I need to do more YouTube and more Instagram lives and just put myself out there, like I said. And that was really my pivot. Also, you know, my background in accounting helped because I got all the help. I got the PPP, I got the EIDL, I got the PayPal grant because I had my together. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've seen that in a few different groups that I'm in. I've seen people say, oh, well, they didn't award these things to Black people. And I can say, as a Black woman, they did. But I had my balance sheet. I have my profit and loss statement. I have everything in QuickBooks. And even during the quarantine, when I had, you know, slacked off a little bit, I made sure that I was doing everything. My tax returns are always filed. So when things like this happen and they ask you for these documents, these financial documents, you have them and you can get the help that you need so that you can survive and so that you can grow. And because of that, I'm able to grow my business now. And like I said, I have more products coming out. Our products are in the lab right now. And so I took it out of my kitchen and now the lab is going to be, making all of our products. And then now I can advertise and I can go after the Targets and the Walmarts. And, it just made me realize just how big my passion is for women and for healing, and that I don't have to touch people every day in order to touch people every day. And so that was kind of my pivot.
Love it. So one of the ladies wants to know, I would like to give Darlene's thoughts on vagina detox pearls.
Yay, I'm so happy. Okay, so this is my opinion. Okay, you guys, this is only my opinion. So the detox pearls are, if for people that don't know, they're like a herbal impacted, they call them tampon, right? But it looks like a ball, and it's like a brown ball, and it's supposed to be like herbs, right? And you stick it into your vagina, and you leave it in for 72 hours, 48 to 72 hours, and then your vagina will start to purge all of this stuff that it has in it, right? The reason why I don't stand behind, I don't sell the detox pearls, and I don't promote them. I've never tried them, I will say that. But the reason why is because if you know how your body works, when you put a foreign object in your body is going to push it out, right? So when you put something in your vagina, your body's going to push it out, right? Well, your vagina doesn't have hands. It can't push it out. It's going to create mucus. It's going to create yeast. It's going to create discharge to push that thing out. Why is this thing in here for 2 days, 3 days, right? And so a lot of women are saying, oh my gosh, I'm purging all this stuff out. Well, I think it's our body's natural mechanism to push all that stuff out. It's using mucus, it's using the discharge to do all that. Also, I don't know where everyone's getting their detox pearls. I'm an herbalist. I know that herbs heal. I know, you can use herbs to heal the womb. You can actually do douching with herbs, different things like that. I know these to be a fact. But I also know that a lot of women are on the bandwagon of detox and pearls and yoni and steaming, and they're buying their products from China. And I don't know if that is what it actually is. And so you can buy in bulk from China and you can stick your label on it and you can tell everybody that these work and these are wonderful and these are amazing, but you honestly you didn't make them yourself, so you don't know what's really in them. So if you do the detox pearls, I would just suggest that you go to an herbalist and you know that this person is the one who made the pearls and they can explain every single herb that's in them and what it's going to do to your body. If they can't do that, I wouldn't trust it. That's just my opinion on the pearls and everything that's going on, and everybody's selling yoni steam seeds and plastic seeds, which you never want to steam with plastic because plastic is a carcinogen. So when you heat plastic up, it's the same thing as when you leave a water bottle in your car and they say you're not supposed to drink it because it's heated up. Well, it emits these carcinogenic, cancer-causing chemicals into the air. And so you're sitting over this bowl and it's emitting these cancer-causing chemicals into your vagina, which is a mucous membrane, right? A mucous membrane is like a sponge. It sucks everything up. So it's just counterproductive. So there's so much that's going on out there right now that are just people that want to make money off of the hype, the healing, the spirituality, the detox, the yoni, the this, the that. So I just always say research, who you go to, make sure that they can tell you what every herb is and what it does and how it works in the body. And, just make sure that you're going to people that you can trust, basically, especially for something that you're sticking in your body. That's just my opinion.
Right.
That's just my opinion, okay?
So for our last question, Tamika wants to know, basically, for someone who's getting started, how do you go about collaborating with other women who can't afford a storefront right now? You mentioned that you do like a virtual training. Is there any other way that, if she's interested or knows someone and is not at the point where she can actually go open up a store, how does she get started in the game?
I think one of the best ways is to collaborate, always in your mindset, you collaborate over competition. Every woman has a vagina. There's not a, every woman has a vagina, right? So we're good, right? There's enough business to go around for all of us. And so what you have to really think about is, what type of women do you want to work with? Do you want to work with women who have experienced traumas, rape, sexual abuse, sex trafficking? Do you want to work with women who have just had babies postpartum? Do you want to work with doulas and midwives? Do you want to work with, women who deal with infections, yeast infections, bacterial infections? You want to help them. So you want to maybe partner with nutrition. You have to really look at what it is that you're trying to do, and then partner with people that can support you and that you can send business to and they can send business to. I think one of the best things to do is to hook up with a doula, because steaming after having a baby is a wonderful healing experience for a woman, not just physically, but spiritually, right? And so just hooking up with a doula will help start your business, because they have clients that they can sell your services to. You can come in after, the woman has the baby, set them up and maybe let them rent out, your steam seat or your steam stool for 30 days. And it's really word of mouth too. So once you do that once, you could host parties, you could do, cute little bee steam parties. Like, there's so much that you can do with that, but you want to collaborate with women that are in the same kind of realm as you, like that healing space, acupuncturists, like I said, doulas, midwives, other womb wellness practitioners. You guys get together and hook up and do some parties or pop-up shops or different things like that.
Love it. Such great advice. Well, we are at the end of our session, and I really appreciate you coming on today and teaching us about having positive vibes. Ladies, if you are located in Frisco, make sure you go visit Her Secret Garden. If you're not in Frisco, go to the website so that you can order some of those products you can use at home and continue to just get your mind, body, and soul in check. Where can everybody find you? I do have Her Secret Garden's Instagram page up, so ladies, make sure you hit that follow button. But is there any websites, any other socials that you want to share with the audience?
So we're on all social platforms. I'm not huge on Twitter, but we're on there. But everything is at Her Secret Garden V-Steam: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, our website is www.hersecretgardenvsteam.com. You can inquire, you can send messages through the website, you can book appointments, you can buy products. Everything's on there, information about me. Also, my business partner, Whitney, the herbal blends that we sell, and just how to get in contact with us.
Well, this was great. Thank you for helping positive vibes, and we really appreciate you coming on today and sharing your knowledge.
Thank you, ma'am. I love you. Anything for you.
Have a good rest of your day.
All right. Thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye.